If you're buying hockey cards right now and think they'll pay for themselves in a couple years, they won't. And here's why. I've personally bought many hockey cards myself thinking that they will go up in value over the year or even over a couple years, and they really just haven't. So here's why. Essentially, now if you're buying from a brand like Upper Deck, especially I've found they are my number one brand I always go to, they do tend to overproduce a lot. So there's a lot of overproduction going around. And that especially I found comes with base cards as well. And of course, base cards they are your lowest kind of spot on the hierarchy of cards that you could pull from a pack or just find in store in general as well. So they are going to be the hardest to sell, and now let alone that there's going to be so many repeat cards I found. Like just over the last month or so, I've gotten 2 or 3 repeats of players just in over a couple packs, and this could be hobby packs or just kind of regular base series 1 packs as well. The condition of your cards as well, especially if you're keeping them for a long term, like say I don't know, however long ago you bought a Sidney Crosby rookie card, Phenomenal Beginnings rookie card, which I have actually just sold myself. This is a card that is good to sell and will sell easily, and I'll get into that in a little bit later on in this video. But the condition must stay mint for it to sell. Sure, you can get the occasional card, if it's someone like a Crosby or Ovechkin, maybe a McDavid rookie card, that will later on in their career it doesn't have to be in perfect condition, but if you want to make the most of your money for what you're selling, and if you are really investing in pulling some of these young gun players potentially right now, you do want to keep that in mint condition. So of course you want to have a little tip for that. Of course you want to have your top loader here. I just got one here, and then penny sleeves. I penny sleeve all of my cards. You can buy really cheap penny sleeves and get them in like 200 packs just on like Amazon or something like that as well. And they're super good quality, helps keep dust off of them, and then you can also avoid everything, all other damage and whatnot, mainly in here, but you still can damage them putting them inside the penny sleeves or this top loader as well. You can also buy thicker kind of top loaders as well, but those are of course going to be more expensive. So if you're planning on trying to find cards, or if you pull someone you think, oh, I'm just going to wait 10-15 years or even just 5 years, make sure it's in one of these, because otherwise you're just not going to sell. I've found a lot for star player cards, just like Crosby, they need to be a rookie card or some sort of special different kind of card, and that doesn't really even go for all different varieties. Like, you can't just have a regular insert of a player if it's super common. Like, for example, inserts don't really sell that are like this Chris Kreider Cup Quest. This one it's a super nice looking card, but it just doesn't sell for very much, and it's a similar deal with this Jack Hughes composition card that I also have. Super big name players, of course, but they just don't sell for very much, and it's going to be the same in a couple years. And as of right now, say with the Jack Hughes composition card, as of right now, I really have no reason to try and sell it, just because there is absolutely no value to it right now. So I could, I have it in a penny sleeve, I'll put it back in the top loader once I'm done this video. But as of right now, there are some instances where you do want to maybe hold on to cards just in case they go up in value, but realistically they're not going to go up very much, because this card right here is only worth a couple bucks and people aren't really looking for it either. So that is another thing to watch out for as well. If you are looking to pull some of these rookies right now, or even just going to card shops too, if you are going to flip some of these cards, and especially if you're going to hold on to them and hope to buy them cheap now, you really got to hope that they stay good or whatever, and I'll get to that in just a second as well. But they must be a rookie card or some really cool rare insert, or even just numbered as well. Numbered cards always do really well. Of course, it increases the value just because there's only a certain amount of them that were ever printed. You can get cards numbered at $9.99. I got a couple of those. You can get cards numbered at, hey, I got one numbered at 24. So that means there's only 24 or 25 printed ever. So especially if you're looking at cards that are numbered, you really want to be aiming in the 149 downwards. You don't really want to go higher than that, or it's going to be harder to sell. And my final reason here of just why it's hard to sell cards over a long period of time and hold on to them and then try to sell them is that you're kind of just banking on kind of the young guns that you pull now to become stars and not fall off. And I'm going to use someone like Zane Perek here as an example. I'm a Calgary Flames fan. I love Zane Perek. Um, but essentially, if you buy, say you pull it out of a pack right now, it is going to be a little bit difficult because, of course, right now he's a player that everyone's looking for as that Young Guns card. Um, and he's valued quite high right now. I've seen cards go for 50 plus bucks, over over $40 even for Zane Perek, rookie base card even as a Young Guns. And sure, that would be great to flip it right now because realistically, per if you're buying, these base boxes or just like single hobby packs, you're only paying 30, somewhere in between 15 and $30 usually for them. So that is great because you can make your profit right away. But another thing you do want to consider as well is if you want to hold on to it. But the issue with holding on to it until for another 5-10 years is, well, one, there's not going to be as many people looking for his name just because it won't be as big of a deal unless he becomes this, next Cale Makar, which as a Flames fan, I'm personally hoping will happen. But you are just banking on his career just blowing up and him staying as high, as valued as high as he is currently for the next 20 years per se as well. So that is another thing I will warn you about as well, is I would say if someone like Perek or Demidov or that you pull them right now, I would say just sell them right now because otherwise you're putting all your money on them staying hot and their value still being high. And now the question is, what will age well? And this kind of goes back exactly on what I'm talking about as well. And of course, I really did want to preface that before, that you're banking on your young guns to stay good throughout their whole career and retain their value and hopefully grow in value as well. But essentially, top rookie young guns, an example that I would give you right now is, of course, a Sidney Crosby phenomenal beginnings card. They are a base insert card, so they were quite popular and they were quite easy to find when that year was. I don't remember the exact year that they were printed, but essentially I bought one for about $5 or whatever, and I sold it. Oh, sorry, not $5. I bought it for like $3. I sold it for 4 right now. It's a card that's generally pretty easy to flip, but not a ton of value. So anything, as of right now, if you're opening packs right now and you're looking for something to sell in 10, 15 years, even 5 years, you got to be looking for, Demidov, Hudson, Perek, like Ryan Leonard, even Artem Levshinov, like all of these really, really big names as of right now. But then once again, going back to what I was saying earlier, you are just banking on them staying good. So that is kind of what I would recommend. I would say if you do pull a Demidov right now, instantly chuck it in a penny sleeve and a top loader. Go and get it graded. It will boost your value by a couple $100 for sure. Maybe with Perek, you just sell it right away. Of course, keep all of your cards protected as well. So just kind of going back over the couple topics of why you really should just try and sell stuff right now if you think it will, is just mainly overproduction, especially it might not matter quite right now, a little bit later on in the season, of course, when Upper Deck sends out their 2026-27 Series 1 sets and hobby boxes and everything like that. That might be a little bit different because everything's going to be new. All that stuff is going to be a lot easier to sell as soon as it comes out. Because as of right now, it's the 4th of February. So as of recording this, it's the 4th of February. I think this video will come out on the 5th of February. And, it's later on in the season. A lot of collectors and resellers or whoever, they found a lot of these top cards already. So it is harder to get your value back for them as well. So you do see them a lot more everywhere. Essentially, so base cards, you just get too many repeats. Base cards are extremely hard to sell. I haven't been able to sell a single base card so far in my flipping journey, at least, other than the Sidney Crosby Phenomenal Beginnings base insert. The condition, of course, you have to keep it in perfect condition or really, really good condition to be able to actually sell it for a decent price later on. Because say if you get a chip in it or whatever, or a little bit, whatever happens, you get a whole bunch of dust piled up on it, then realistically you're not going to make any more than you are right now for selling it. And then, of course, my kind of last 2 points were that you need your star player cards to kind of be a rookie card, or they have to be some sort of rare insert. Like, even for example, like this Dylan Holloway Bustle card that I have right here, it's a really, really nice card, but it's not going to sell for very much. And I'm going to pull out this one again, the Jack Hughes Compositions. Super, super nice card, super, super good player. It's just really not selling right now because it's not a very rare card. This Compositions card is just not selling at all right now. And then my final point to reiterate was you're just banking on your young guns to stay and become stars and not just fall straight off a cliff. Um, so if you guys have any questions about that or are wondering on my thoughts on if you're going to keep a card or if you should sell it now, drop me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. If you guys just want to talk collections, feel free, send me a DM on Instagram. That link will be in somewhere on my page here as well. Or just let me know down below. I'm always happy to talk to you guys. But I appreciate everyone who's tuned in, and we'll see you next time. Peace.